For this video, we're going to talk about number 3, safety, running back, and quarterback Travis Carlucci of Walter Panas HS. This young man just completed his freshman campaign at the varsity level. Real impressive kid. And, it's not easy playing as a freshman at any varsity level, but he made some plays for them. And it's because he's an explosive player, really solid athlete, 5'10", 170 pounds. He can line up in the box as a strong safety. He can line up as a single high free safety or a two high safety look. But what I really like is he shows that toughness to get involved in the running game. And he shows that he's strong enough to withstand blockers. And I like that about him. In coverage, I think he's at his best when he's in zone coverage, where he can survey the field and attack routes. And another thing, he's a dynamic returner. He had multiple kick return touchdowns. He can really impact the game in all three phases. Things he can work on, to me, he can be a little more consistent tackling, and he can work on some man-to-man technique. But let's go over a couple plays. I mentioned he's right here. You're going to see him involved in the run game. And I like that, he can show up near the box as a single high safety look, but he's going to attack this sweep right here. They're going to have two guys try to block him. Tight end's going to try to chip and get outside, and you're going to have a guard pulling to the outside. He takes the proper angle to attack the ball, keep his outside hand free, and he's going to finish this play. Right? Look at the angle that he attacks. Running back tries to bounce outside of him, and he's going to finish the play. Right? Disengage in the block. That's all good stuff right there. Right? But this all starts with reading it quickly, attacking, not waiting, and attacking at the right angle, and he does that. Right, look at the angle he attacks with. He keeps that outside hand free. He's going to disengage and make this play. Let's go to another play. Again, near the box, this time dropping into zone coverage. Right, you're going to see an out route. You see a corner route. You're going to see a drag. He goes under one coverage, which people will call it the flats. I call it under one because he's covering the space under the number one receiver. And it starts with getting depth, and he does that. Right, and I love that. Get depth. When you get to the flats, have your head on a swivel so you can see everything underneath you. He does a really good job there. Quarterback tries to go backside. Ball's going to bounce right to him. But this all starts with him getting depth. Then he can attack a route in front of him, and he does. When the ball's in his hands, he can always make a play like this, right? He gets a nice little return here, makes a couple guys miss. But it all starts with his footwork, with his head, finding the route. And, that's impressive stuff for a young guy. Let's go over it again. And again, it might not seem like such a big deal, but this is good technique. Right, you want to get depth when you cover in the flats so you can see those deep outs, right? And anything underneath it, then you can attack forward. Right, so I love the depth that he gets here. I love that he has his head on a swivel. And this is just good football, good technique. Now, when you're in good position, right, sometimes balls bounce your way, and that's exactly what happens. He sees this route, he comes up the field, ball gets bounced right to him. Right, if he took a poor route, if he took a poor angle and he was more flat, right? Maybe the quarterback throws it to that deep out. Right? Let's go to another play. This is one of my favorite plays. This is him at the free safety spot this time, right near the line, right near the end zone. And they're going to be running a dive. Right? There's no mistake about this play. This is power football. They're trying to get into the end zone. And most of the time, offensive coordinators don't have the free safety block. Right? For obvious reasons. They match up everybody close, usually leave the free safety on block, and if a free safety is aggressive and reads the play quickly, they can make plays in the running game. And he shows that he does. But he not only just has to make a play, he has to fill a hole. So he's going to scrape over there, fill this hole, and this is a one-on-one right here. Right? To the end zone. He makes this guy miss, he runs him over, he's in. And he's got to fill this hole like a linebacker. And watch him. Right? Look at a nice form tackle right there, and he stonewalls this play. That's big time right there. I love this kind of play. Getting involved in the run game, being aggressive, right, and attacking a ball carrier like that. That's awesome. And then finally, again, I talk about him being a dynamic returner, and he really was. I mean, this guy's got good speed, solid athlete, and he just finds open space. And here he is again. You're going to see, this is an example. Receives the ball, and he's going to make it work. Once you get his ball in his hands, he can be a dynamic player. Look at the speed. Look at the burst right there. Right, he's got that extra gear. So see you later. One more time. Again, we're talking about a freshman. Just completed his freshman campaign, going into his sophomore campaign. You got to be excited if you're this program. Have this young man. And obviously there's a lot to work on being a young guy, but there's potential there, and I'm excited to see what he does.